The civil disobedience movement. The commission was constituted under Sir John Simon in November 1927. It had two purposes. One was to review the functioning of the constitutional system in India. And the second was to suggest any changes or constitutional reforms in the system. There were several reactions to the Simon Commission, some positive and some negative. There was severe opposition from Indian leaders to it, as there were no Indian representatives in it. When the commission arrived in India in 1928, it was greeted with the slogan, "Go back, Simon." It resulted in the Hindu Mahasabha and the Muslim League to support the Congress. All this led to protests from the Indians, and the British attacked the Indians to suppress the protests. Purna Swaraj means full independence of India. There were two key points related to the declaration of Purna Swaraj. First, that it was in December 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, at the Lahore Congress, that formalized the demand of Purna Swaraj. During the conference, it was also declared that the 26th of January 1930 would be celebrated as the Purna Swaraj Day. The Dandi March or Salt March was the start of the civil disobedience movement. This was done to protest against the salt laws that British introduced that prevents manufacturing of salt. It started on 12 March 1930 from Sabarmati Ashram and reached Dandi on the 6th of April 1930. Thousands of Indians joined the protest that was led by Gandhiji. Mahatma Gandhi and Lord Irwin concluded an agreement at Delhi on the 5th of March 1931 known as the Gandhi-Irwin Pact. The pact made the British government concede some demands. The first was to withdraw all ordinances and end prosecutions. The second was to release all the political prisoners. The third was to restore the confiscated properties of the Satyagrahis, and to permit the free collection or manufacture of salt. The second roundtable conference was held in London during September to December 1931. Mahatma Gandhi attended it on behalf of the Indian National Congress. The conference, however, failed as Gandhiji could not agree with British on 2 points. One was on the British policy of communal representation, and the second because of the refusal of the British government for the basic Indian demand for freedom. The conference closed on the 1st of December 1931 without any concrete results. With this we conclude the topic on civil disobedience movement.